No more guessing games. The pick is in. At pick 23, the Minnesota Vikings select Jordan Addison, wide receiver out of USC. And with the Vikings using all 10 minutes allowed before the pick went in, I was saying to myself, are they working a trade or did they really drag this thing out just to take Will Levis? To the latter, please no, and they didn't. And whether you want to argue best player available or need, one could say, well, Jordan Addison fits both categories, especially with Kalijah Kancey off the board. Didn't trade back, but I'm good with it off of this pick. And sure, defense is obviously still a huge need for this team. But with Jordan Addison paired with Justin Jefferson and TJ Hawkinson, the Vikings have pledged to go the route of screw it. We're just going to outscore everybody. Yeah, we can't stop anyone, but can you keep up with us? And I'm just thinking as defenses crowd up on Jefferson, it's no longer going to be TJ Hawkinson or bust because that 1-2 punch of Hawkinson and Addison versus lighter coverage is going to be dangerous. I'm so glad with Levis right there, fully available. I was fully expecting for Roger Goodell to get up to the podium and say his name. Even taking him at 23, I still would have hated it because it would have been desperate. Oh, we need a quarterback, so let's take him right there because that's what's available to us right now. Although it would have been better versus going ahead and trading up for him. Either way, Kevin O'Connell and company decided that he's not worth our time. If you can trade up into the second round, you can grab Hendon Hooker, DTR, or Jaron Hall in the later rounds, or the ultimate master plan that I've been determined to channel into fruition. All of what it would have taken you to trade up in the top 4 tonight, bro, you can save it for next year for the Caleb Williams to Minnesota campaign. Jordan Addison, the speed, footwork, ability to create separation as the wide receiver too. It would be like, for my fellow comic book nerds out there, it would be like trying to keep up with Quicksilver. I would say the Flash, but that honor belongs to Zay Flowers, who I was saying to myself, oh my God, he's really going to fall to the Vikings, but literally got scooped up a pick ahead by the Baltimore Ravens. But I like how this first round played out for Minnesota. First off, Anthony Richardson getting picked up by the Indianapolis Colts, 4th overall. Thank goodness. Saved the Vikings from themselves. All that hype off of pure potential versus the non-existent floor right now, or what little exists, I think all that hype is going to crash and burn. But the talent that fell to where the Vikings had a plethora of options at pick 23, thanks to, in part, the NFC North minus Chicago. They believe in Justin Fields. Their offensive line was a disaster. Drafted Darnell Wright, the tackle from Tennessee, excellent pick. But you look at the Lions, and they already have DeAndre Swift. They signed David Montgomery in free agency. But their drunk asses, which I'm sorry, that is the only explanation for what they did at pick 12, taking Jahmyr Gibbs, another running back. Okay. And the Green Bay Packers, they must really hate first round wide receivers. Jackson Smith and Jigba was right there. Get Jordan Love, another threat outside of Christian Watson. Instead, they go Lucas Van Ness. JSN, he ends up going to Seattle at pick 20. By the time the Vikings were on the clock, they had their options of, obviously, Jordan Addison, but also Nolan Smith, or if you wanted to go the cornerback route, which I was strongly against, Joey Porter Jr., Deonte Banks. They went Jordan Addison, baby. Kwesi Adofo-Mensah made that happen. This is a fantastic pick. The offense is going to be even more dangerous compared to last year. Kevin O'Connell in year 2 improving on his play calling, and defenses cannot cheat anymore by going bracket mode on Justin Jefferson. Those times when they had to shrink it down to a 2-man game of TJ Hawkinson and Adam Thielen, well, Hawk, he would still get his, but with Thielen, that second threat to stretch the field just wasn't there. This was a phenomenal start to draft weekend. Let's see what the Vikings do tomorrow.